Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today we're going to talk about 7 essential items that you will need if you are at the beginning of your microloc journey or you are looking to get microlocs. So if you want to hear what those are, then make sure you stay tuned.
Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter find an image with the
So when I started my microloc journey, I was just picking up things as I need them. So girl, I'm just trying to make things just a little bit easier for you if you are deciding to get microlocs, because the truth is the hairstyle is so maintainable and so easy. You don't need a lot of items. So don't worry about it, girl. The items will not break the bank. This first item, I feel it's an essential whether you are at the beginning of your journey or you have been locked for several years. I believe everyone should have some type of silk or satin bonnet to cover their locks. And that is to protect your hair from lint and all of the things that can get trapped in your hair. Because girl, once this stuff is in your locks, honey, it's there, okay? And it is extremely hard to get it out. It's not one of those, oh, just let me do a quick wash and I can just get the lint out of it. No ma'am, no Pam, not at all. The lint will be there to stay. The best thing for you to do is to take the necessary precautions to not have lint from the start. Then that leads into number 2. When you wash your hair, I think it's really important that you find some type of microfiber towel, and that is also to prevent your hair from getting lint. If you are using the standard bath towels, and if you're anything like me and you got white ones, girl, lint galore. And if you don't believe me, wash a set of towels and then go look at your lint trap. Okay. Number 3, the next thing that you would need is a clarifying shampoo. You want something that is not going to cause buildup on your locks. I personally use the Suave clarifying shampoo. That's what I've used from the beginning. I have not really deviated from that, so I really can't speak to other shampoos that are out there on the market. I'm not a product junkie, so I don't just experiment with a lot of stuff. I stick to what works for me, and right now this is working. I feel like it removes the gunk and all of the stuff off of my scalp without drying out my locks too much. So that is the reason I really do like the clarifying shampoo from Suave, but certainly you can use any other clarifying shampoo out there on the market. I would just stay away from one of those super hydrating shampoos with a lot of moisture, because or one that is really thick, because what you don't want to have is a lot of buildup in your locks. Number 4 would be a light oil. I feel like it is really important, especially if you have a drier scalp like myself, especially on days that you feel like your locks are leaning more towards the drier side. That's when I gravitate to a really light oil in which I coat the palm of my hands and just run it through my hair, but not to oversaturate the locks. Another thing that I like to do with oil is when my scalp is itchy. And girl, you will get to a place, the scalp, whoo, honey, the scalp be itching. And one of the things that I like to do is mist my scalp lightly with some water and then apply all to those dry, itchy areas. Hear me. Now, I ain't saying oil your hair down now, okay? But what I am saying is if you have a dry patch here or there, or you're having some itchy areas, then for me, that's where the oil comes into play, as well as to just give your hair a little bit of shine. But don't go overboard, girl, because hair gonna be slipping all over the place like you on a little slip and slide now. And what you don't want, whoo, girl, we 9 months in and we still dealing with slippage. So I don't want that for you. Okay, so use a really light hand when you're using oil. That is very controversial in the lock community, because some people say don't use oils at all. But girl, the way that my scalp is set up, I can't go without. Okay, I just can't go without. The next item would be a water-based moisturizing spray. So when I started my lock journey, I started with I think it's Lock Sanity or something along those lines. But I started out with that, moisturizing my hair very regularly to keep it hydrated, right? And I think in the beginning, I probably overhydrated my hair. Now today, I have a different perspective on rose water and how you go about moisturizing your hair. But what I would say is make sure that you do have a water-based moisturizer so that it will help for you to maintain your locks and keep them moisturized and keep them from drying out. Because girl, the dryness with locks can be next level. Okay, seriously. Number 6 would be elastic ties. Whether you are braiding and banding or you are using these elastic ties to separate your hair because you are a self-retire, then these will definitely come in handy for you. But I would say make sure you are using the ouchless bands and not the rubber bands, because girl, what you don't want is the rubber bands to get tangled up in your ends. So make sure that you are getting the ouchless rubber bands or like a scrunchie of some type. Last but not least, you will need a water bottle. Now, I like to put distilled water in mine. You can put tap water, whatever you choose. Now, I would recommend that you get a water bottle that has a continuous mist so that you can just spray it evenly, or a water bottle that sprays evenly. Don't get one of those, girl, that's a super soaker. Okay, we don't want no super soaker water bottle, because what you don't want to happen is for you to spray your locks and you oversaturate them, or you end up with bunching or a lot of slippage. So make sure that you get a water bottle that gives you either a continuous mist or a more refined mist. Number 8 is a bonus, and that is patience, because on this journey, what you will need more than anything, whether you are at the beginning of your journey, you have been doing this for 10 years, or anywhere in between, because you will run up against some challenges with your locks. So the best thing that you can do is have patience and enjoy every step and stage of the way. That concludes my list of essential items that you will need at the beginning of your microloc journey. So certainly, if you have any other questions for me, or if I left off some things that you feel that are essential items, please list those down below for me. I would love to hear from you. As always, thank you for tuning into my channel. I love you and God bless. Bye.